Hi, today I'm going to show you how to do a shrimp pasta with roasted butternut squash and cream cheese. This is a recipe I've done it many times. It's very good. It's delicious. You can use, if you're don't care for shrimp, you can use chicken breast, cut it up and do the same way. And here in this frying pan I have some shallots. Saute some shallots with some butter and some olive oil. And then in the oven I have my butternut squash that I have roasted at 400 degrees for about an hour until the fork or a knife goes through it. And I've had it in here in my food processor. I have the butternut squash with the shallots, and I add some thyme, about a tablespoon of thyme and a half a teaspoon of lemon zest. So pureed all this and make sure it's all incorporated. And then what we'll do, and I'll move this aside, like TV, we gotta have things moving. And I'll put my burner high. And what I'm gonna do, I am going to add my roasted butternut squash into my frying pan. And you kind of add it, all that in there, and kind of puree it really good. And you can still see some of the thyme. It's okay. You kind of want to have that little bits and pieces. And then to this, I'm going to add about a half a cup of wine. And I usually use a wine that I am going to drink, because you want something to not be too powerful or too strong. So if you can drink it, that means it would be good into your pasta dishes. I sauteed my shrimp in some butter and olive oil, and you can also grilled, barbecued, however you prefer. You can also roast it with a butternut squash. What I did, I just kind of sauteed a little bit with and you add all that to it. And into this I'm going to add my Philadelphia cream cheese. And I have a half of a bar. You can add more to it if you find a need to it. And as you can see, this seems like kind of thick. And what I do, in order to make it a little bit more soft, I use some of the pasta, the water from the pasta. And I just keep incorporating that until it's well blended. Into this I'm going to add about a teaspoon of salt, or a teaspoon and a half. And I'm going to add about a cup of asparagus. You can add any other vegetable. I like asparagus, especially during this time. It seems a good time to use asparagus. They're in season, and they give a nice color to the dish. So you kind of just want to incorporate all this really good. I'm going to add some black pepper to taste. Mix it really well, and as you can tell, this is a beautiful dish. The colors, it's a really nice colorful dish. And I'm going to try see if it needs a little bit of salt or anything else. Oh, it is so good. I'm just going to put my burner a little bit high. You kind of just want to come to a little bubbling, start bubbling. That way you'll know that everything is kind of blended in and incorporated. And here I have some pasta. I use some fettuccine, or you can also use penne, whatever you would prefer, you know. And in here I boiled about half a pound of pasta. I figure would be enough for this dish. And this will be good to serve about 4 people. I have a pound of shrimp, so usually they say a pound of shrimp can fit up to. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to add my pasta to my sauce. Kind of just, I'm going to change for my tongs and kind of just, you want to kind of incorporate all this. And I should say I kind of blanch a little bit of the asparagus, so you really don't need to spend much time cooking them more than this. In here I have a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, and I'm going to add all that to it. And I have some parsley. I'm going to, about a 1/4 cup, I add that to it. And as you can tell, this dish, it looks delicious, very colorful, and it can be done in the spring, it can be done in the fall, it can be done any time of the year, especially today with butternut squash. We have butternut squashes all the time in our grocery store. So now I'll show you how I'm going to present my dish. This down. I'm going to add some of my pasta, some of the shrimp. Plate. Presentation is very important, so you kind of want to clean up the plate. And I have some salad, just with some dressing, and I'm just going to add some cranberries and pecans, or you can use it with walnuts, roasted walnuts. Here, my thongs all tangled up. You know, you get these gadgets and you try to improvise, because I don't like them all over my drawer, and sometimes it just makes it hard. And see, and this will be what you will have at the Castro family for dinner today. And then I have some rustic bread, and you would cut yourself a nice couple pieces of bread, and boy, won't you have a delicious dinner for your family. And see, here you have a delicious, colorful meal for your family. So I hope you enjoyed this dish, and use the cream cheese, and here until next week.